Hey guys, Stephen Howell here, and I wanted to hop on camera for today's real estate mogul lesson and speak with you about what happens when things don't go as you plan. What do you do when things just flat out fail, or when life throws you a curveball? And I believe this is a really, really important topic, and it's the reason I wanted to hop on camera today and shoot this video for you. Is because it's paramount to kind of understand and to have a game plan for when things go wrong, because whether it's somebody's health, or if it's a promotion that you're running or advertising, you're trying to do this real estate thing, you're out there, you're mixing it up, you're making some offers, but it doesn't always work out. Am I right? Have you ever gone out there? You watched a piece of training and you're trying to implement it. You're trying to make offers. You're trying to get deals under contract. You're trying to get free from a job or whatever it may be for you. And, does it succeed at, just like we think it's going to happen, or as soon as we think it's going to happen? Well, the truth is, more oftentimes than not, it doesn't, right? We have some type of hurdle that comes our way, and this is something that's not talked about as much. It's always the, do this and get paid, or, it's about the, getting results. But, a lot of times before we get those results, there's a lot of trials and there's a lot of obstacles that come. So basically what I want to talk to you about today is having a routine. It is absolutely paramount that you have a routine when things go wrong in your life, because, really, the truth is that, you're still responsible for yourself. You're still responsible for your family. You're still responsible for your business and our bills and our debt and all the things that we're in business to help with, to overcome, right? Those things don't stop. We still have to put food on the table. We still have to provide for our families. Life keeps going. And it really doesn't, stop, no matter, if you have a family member, or you yourself become sick, or, if you have a deal that falls through, or a marketing campaign that falls flat on its face, life keeps going. So, guys, I just want to give you, I want to bring this to light for you and shine a light on it. And I hope that this video inspires you to put together. I want you to spend at least 10, 15, 20 minutes thinking about this. But really, over the next couple of days this week, I want you to spend some time and really think about this and put a game plan together for yourself. Basically a hot sheet. When things go wrong in your life, when an obstacle comes, big or small, what are you going to do to get back on track? And to share this with you, I want to share two things that have recently happened to me. Open up and be kind of vulnerable here with you. There's two major things that kind of have been going wrong in my life. And I got the idea to shoot this video, honestly, driving in the car. And I'm just like, you know what? If I'm struggling with this, if this is an area of concern in my life, I bet you there's a lot of people out there that are struggling with it as well. So two things that are just basically that have gone wrong for me, two big things. I've had an opportunity even in the real estate niche to do one of the biggest promotions of my professional career. And, I put a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of money, a lot of late nights and early mornings into this, advertising and into this promotion. And, when it happened, I had, I didn't have over the charts expectations, but, I had done a lot of testing, a lot of tweaking, and I was, 1,000% sure that this promotion was going to be wildly successful, or at least very, very successful, right? And what happened is, it didn't fully get the results that I was expecting. And, at first it hit me like a ton of bricks. I'm like, I'm putting my heart into this thing. I've done everything that I can do. I've done everything right by the book. I've tested, I've tweaked things. Why didn't this promotion succeed the way that I wanted it to? And, it hit me really, really hard, right? And I was like, okay, And the tendency was just to get down and depressed and to kind of sulk and just to replay it over and over why it didn't go well. And sometimes we think if I can just get to this certain level, and I've had a lot of success in my life, personally, professionally, but I've also had a lot of trials and a lot of failure. And if, I got to thinking, I'm like, if this is affecting me, I know it affects other people as well. So that's, why I wanted to shoot this video. And, it's important to have a game plan to say, okay, what are the positives I can take out of this? Why didn't it go very well? What's really going on here? And I'm going to bring this together and tie a bow on it here for you in just a second, I promise. But another thing that's been going pretty wrong in my life is that my dad actually, who I'm very, very close with, has gotten severely sick, severely ill. His health and his heart are not in good shape. It's declining by the day, and it's really a challenging thing that I'm working through, right? And so I got to thinking, I'm like, and I'm blessed to have a business that I have time and flexibility and the ability to spend time with him and things like that, and that's just an amazing blessing. But I got to thinking, like, I still have to be there to provide for my wife. I still have customers and subscribers and students to serve, and I still have sellers and different things in the marketplace that I'm working with, deals that I'm working on, and so those things, right? Whether it's a relative, family, illness, a marketing campaign, a deal that you're trying to get under contract. Just realize that sometimes, a lot of times, this life is very difficult, and you're going to have challenges that come your way, and it's important to have a routine, to have a game plan of how to get back on track, okay? So I just want to give you a couple suggestions that have helped me, and I believe will help you put together a game plan so that when bad things happen to you, which they will, I don't want to sugarcoat this at all. Bad things will happen from time to time. You are going to get knocked down. You have to have a plan to get back up, because too many times the saddest thing in the world is for somebody with so much potential inside of you, so much to give this world and to help people, when you get knocked down and you stay down, for longer than necessary. And every person has their own way to get back up. So, it's not like I can just say, do this and your life is going to be perfect. But I just want you to think about your personality and you personally, what can you do to get back up on your feet when those obstacles come? So for me, one thing, and I'm just going to give you a handful of things and then you can spend some time thinking about this. But for me, solitude is big, and just spending some time in reflection. Why is this happening? What can I do about it? Am I doing everything that I possibly can do? What are the benefits? What are the positives? Why am I potentially going through this? And what can I do to grow and to stretch myself? So spending some time in solitude. Maybe it's listening to something motivational. Maybe you have a person that you listen to, or a routine that you get into that you can really listen to somebody. Maybe it's spending some time going out in a cabin or something for a day or two, journaling, writing. Maybe it's getting physically active, right? Maybe you're a runner, or you like to get in the gym and lift weights, or do kickboxing or something to really, get the endorphins, get the blood moving, really sweat it out a little bit. And another thing that I found very helpful is just having somebody to talk with, right? Wise counsel, whether that's a pastor at a local church, whether it's a family member or a friend or a spouse, someone that knows your life, someone that knows you, that's trusted. Having someone to bounce ideas off and to just walk through life with, and to have that wise counsel is extremely important. Another thing is reading books, sometimes going back to the basics. A thing that I like to do, especially in terms of business, right? Like when that promotion that I spent a lot of time on, and I was sure it was going to succeed, and it absolutely, failed, and it kind of fell on its face. A book that I like is The 4-Hour Work Week, and doing that 80-20 analysis. 80% of our results come from 20% of our efforts. And that means 80% of what we're doing on a day-to-day basis really isn't getting a result. It's really coming from a specific area. So just kind of taking an overview snapshot of your day-to-day and your week-to-week and your month-to-month, what's working, what's not working, and taking inventory of what's going on. So guys, I think if you can put together a game plan, these type of things have allowed me when, over the years, and I just gave you 2 specific examples, but looking back over the last 5 to 7 years of my your real estate career, there's been just a myriad of obstacles that have come up. And having a couple of things that you can fall back to, a couple of things that you can routinely do, whether it's waking up in the morning and reviewing your goals or morning affirmations or whatever it is for you personally, having that routine, putting the right things into your body, eating right, exercising, like I said, spending some time alone, spending some time with wise counsel. I want you to spend however long it takes to put a game plan, because like I said, the saddest thing is to see your untapped potential sitting there dormant. Because guys, I've been guilty of this. A lot of people are guilty of this. It's just when that obstacle comes, it's so easy to stay down or to get sidetracked on something that you think is important, but it's really not. And we want to focus on the important things. We want to focus on getting results and moving forward and not staying stuck. So guys, if you take anything away from this video, make sure that you put together a routine, a game plan, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that you're going to do when things don't work out like you expect them to or like you want them to. If you can do that, my friend, you're going to navigate the waters of life and business much, much more effectively. And you're going to get back on the track of where you need to be going. And you're going to be taking results. And then you're going to fall down a little bit, but you're going to take inventory. You're going to learn. You're going to grow. And you're going to become a champion, which is really necessary in this economy, in this market, to be at those upper levels where you deserve to be. So my friend, Stephen Howell here, I hope this video resonated with you deeply. Go ahead and do that exercise. Spend some time really thinking about this, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.